All right, good morning. Before we get started, let's hear from one of our sponsors. Let's hear from Deb LaPierre at Academy Mortgage.
Hi, my name is Deb LaPierre, and I'm a Senior Loan Officer with Academy Mortgage. I have been in the mortgage lending industry for over 15 years. Purchasing a home is one of the most important investments that we'll ever make in our lifetime. So I feel that it is so imperative that you make the right choice. Being in this industry, I have had the pleasure and honor to help many, many people get into their homes, and I welcome the opportunity to be of service to you. Thank you so much.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. Are you at the mercy of circumstances, at the mercy of what happens to you, mercy at the other, just about of other people? Gosh, couldn't get that out this morning. You know, living in the mercy of other people, I guess is what I want to say. I hope not. I hope you guys not at the mercy of other things, but unfortunately, most of us are, and it's usually at some degree because we're being controlled by these certain things. Well, today on MidWeek MindFreak, we're going to be talking about the 5 things that are controlling us and how to deal with them.
Chuck and Angela run multiple million-dollar companies. They are members of Riz Media's Billionaire Club, have coached and mentored thousands of agents, and are international speakers. They say by radically changing your mindset, not only can you change your outlook on life, but affect the actual results you obtain. Welcome to MidWeek MindFreak.
Well, good morning. And, many of us spend our life at the mercy of circumstances, basically living at the mercy of what happens to them. And I keep using that word, at the mercy at. It's such a horrible feeling that when you feel like you're being controlled, that your life is a series of things that happen because of something on the outside, not of what you create of it. Many people don't realize what they're actually missing out on. I know me and you talk about this because I feel like we're so blessed in our life, and it's mainly because we have each other to really put each other in check and go, perspective and in our marriage. And we actually kind of feel sad for people who are at the mercy of all these different things. That's why this is an important topic for us to talk about, to help you guys learn how to live your life, because maybe some of these things you're not even realizing is affecting the way you're living and affecting your business and your happiness. So if you want to start to live a tremendous life, don't allow yourself to be controlled by these things that we're going to be talking about.
So the first thing is a broad category, but I'll get into some details, is don't be controlled by people. Don't let people control you. So I'll give you some examples that maybe you haven't thought about, because I think on the surface, everyone would agree, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not going to let people control me. But how about, do any of these ring a bell with you? Do you allow people to drag you into worthless debates? Now, not great debates, not worthwhile debates.
I'm good at helping people drag them into worthless debates.
Not worthless debates. So have you ever talked to somebody and you're trying to talk them into something and they don't want to understand? They have zero desire to understand. They're not seeking to understand. They're not asking for your opinion. They've got their own truth inside their head and they refuse to think any other way. That's letting somebody drag you into a worthless debate. You only want to talk to people who actually have a propensity to actually listen and consider.
That it's almost like the world we live in, guys. I mean, I'm sure you see this. Is nobody wants to open their mind and see both sides to the story, and that this is a great thing about these worthless debates, because I try to put myself in check to say I don't want to be one of those people that is narrow-minded, that just stands firm in, well, this is what I think and this is reality. I actually now try to listen to the other side.
Even if it doesn't make sense.
And it still doesn't make sense.
And sometimes I don't make sense. Sometimes on the other side. Another thing to understand, if maybe you're letting people manipulate you, is do you know that someone's a liar? Not like we all lie sometimes, we do. But do you know that someone's just a liar and you continue to listen to anything they say? I mean, you know they're manipulating you with lies, and yet you still allow them in your life? How about that one? How about this one? How about people who convince you that change is bad?
Ooh.
That is a form of control, because people who avoid change and try to convince you of the same are actually manipulating you with fear and uncertainty. They're manipulating you when they convince you that change is bad. How about this one? Don't let people tell you how you're supposed to spend your time. Now, maybe they have good advice and you want to listen. Maybe they have good advice.
Well, I'm looking at someone who really doesn't always have good advice when it comes to restaurants.
Leave the steak to us, Rachel. Leave it to us.
Just come along for the ride and enjoy yourself.
So just a couple more about, are you letting people manipulate you? Do anybody who is trying to stop you from dreaming big, anybody, is a form of control that they're trying to have over your life. They can't do it, so they don't want you doing it either. And the last one is don't let other people affect your opinion about other people. Like, make the decision yourself. How many people talk badly about someone and never even met them?
You know what? Yeah, we've done that a long time ago.
We've all been guilty of that.
And then when you start to realize that you do that, you should put in check and go, oh my gosh, I'm forming an opinion about someone I never met based on other people's opinion, which is usually gossip. And it's just, guys, that's why maybe your life is just doesn't feel right, is because you're engaging with those type of people. Good morning. There's my buddy Jason on the East Coast. Yes, sir. The next one is money. You know, that this is such a touchy subject because people get it all wrong. But let's face it, money controls the majority of humans on the planet. It does. It just is. We're not bartering animals anymore. It's all currency. But
did you just say we aren't bartering animals anymore?
Yeah, you know, back in the days of the caveman, remember? Remember the caveman stuff? If anybody tunes in, they remember the caveman.
There are no cavemen.
Well, there are men that lived in the cave.
Yes.
So that's called cavemen.
But now what you're picturing.
It's just like, you know, people could look at us and call us house people because we live in a house. Now, anyway, let's get back on topic here. Don't stray from this. Money. So money controls the majority of humans on the planet. It does not mean you shouldn't want it in abundance. And it also doesn't mean money is evil. You see people go, especially Christians, will say, well, the Bible says that money is evil. No, if you understand, it says the love of money. And that's what we're going to be talking about. That we don't want you doing things for money, like as that being,
or making decisions based on the love of money.
Yes, you know, because you could do a lot of great things with money, being a blessing people, helping them out. So I just want people to understand that don't chase your decision or make your decisions based on the dollar amount. We see this all too often.
Oh my gosh, all the
As a
time.
matter of fact, we're actually talking to someone right now, and sometimes it's a very difficult thing because, like I said, we all need the money. But some people stop doing something, maybe chasing a dream of theirs, because of the dollar amount that they see that's right in front of them. So they're sitting there going, but I'm making this money, but yet you're missing a dream, and you're also talking about how you're miserable here.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make sense?
We actually talk to people all the time who make them, they stop chasing dreams based on money.
They stay in situations. Maybe it's a job. And you're missing out on life. Yeah, or relationship. You know, some people control you with money. Instead, follow your heart. What's your soul say? What's your passion say? And let that be the leading factor of making your decisions. Because, you know, when you really are looking to bless other people, and that's your main factor, you know what we really tend to see is money usually follows. And it is one of the decisions why we did what we did. We came to that crossroads. We were making a lot of money, but our heart was telling us, over here we can bless a lot more people. But we took a risk, and we knew there was a chance we wouldn't make that money, and chose that. And comes to find out, we're still being blessed abundantly, because don't chase money for the sake of chasing money. I like Zig Ziglar's quote: "You will get what you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want." So let that be a driving factor.
And the next one I want to dive into is more specifics about don't let circumstances themselves control you.
Wait. Who's, this Facebook user? Stop being anonymous.
No,
put it out there. Don't be afraid to show your face.
Don't let anonymity control you. Okay, so the next one is I want to dive deeper into don't let circumstances control you. So are you saying things to yourself like, well, I can't because I don't care what the end of the sentence is, or that's awesome for them, but you need to understand my situation, right? That one. Or how about, I was going to, but this happened. Circumstances can generate an excuse factory in your mind. An excuse factory.
Wow, like a factory.
Of excuses.
I'm like visualizing that.
And you know what the excuse factory makes?
What does it make?
Reasons why you can't.
Oh, there you go.
Right? Or reasons why you
won't.
Like
we say, the battle starts in your mind.
It starts in the mind. The story of God's people has always been riddled with the story of hope, the hope of God through tough circumstances. Like, think of the stories. And if you don't know them, look them up. Look in the book of Genesis, I think it's 36 or 37, with Joseph's story. That was a totally dysfunctional family. It was completely dysfunctional, but yet Joseph was a mighty man of God. He overcame the circumstances. Or how about a stuttering murderer named Moses? he stammered, he couldn't speak.
He was like, I'm going to kill you.
And he saved a whole people.
And unfortunately, he couldn't kill a lot of people because they had plenty of time to run.
He only got one. Or how about Daniel? Daniel, he was in a lion's den. That's pretty bad circumstances. Or how about his friends in the furnace? I mean, the whole Bible is a testament of that. There's no great leader in the Bible that actually had these great circumstances, and that's where the legacy came from. It was always the overcoming of circumstances that caused greatness, and that is absolutely true for every single one of us. Don't let your circumstances control the outcome. You control the outcome.
A faceless Facebook user. She's come clean.
Hi, Kaylin. Well, it's because she's on YouTube, I think.
Yeah. God is always in control. Yes, love that. And what do we have here? Edgar, all right.
Yeah, leave those excuses at the door.
Absolutely. Amen. This one, I like this one. Other people's opinion. Other people's opinion will control you all day long. Don't allow people's opinion and judgments to control the direction of your life. And I'm going to tell you, that is not an easy one to overcome. But yet, I don't know, I think they're all important, but I kind of think this is the biggest one. Especially in a society where, with social media, everybody's afraid of being ridiculed and ripped apart. And if you feel the need to fit in and wanted, you're going to travel down the paths that you actually don't want to travel. And it is amazing the power and the control other people's opinions could have on you.
That is so
true. My gosh.
I was like that.
People pleasing is a curse, guys, and it should be avoided at all costs. And I have to tell you, we almost fell trapped to that. We almost didn't make the decision of moving our brokerage based on what we thought other people would think of us.
I know, I'm sorry.
That was probably more paralyzing and controlling than anything else. So guys, we're telling you this because we all fall prey to that. We all have that imaginary, what I could say, handcuffs on you. But you know, here's how you get away from that. Surround yourself with the right people.
That's right. That really helps.
Now, here's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about people who agree with you. This is not what I'm saying.
I mean, Rachel doesn't like the same kind of steak you do.
Yes, she does. She just doesn't want to admit there's a difference. Give it up, Rachel. Anyway, my point is here's the people you want to have in your life. People that will debate you, healthy debates, contradict you, healthy contradiction, but also love on you at the same time and be open to what you have to say, to take you for who you are. And if you are going to go down a path to try something, to encourage you and to have your back. That is, guys, I really want you to understand that sometimes you're sucked into that people-pleasing trap because you're not surrounded by the right people. Because I have to tell you, if I didn't have my beautiful wife in my life and my inner circle of people that I knew I could rely on and count on, even if I'm wrong, that will tell me I'm wrong, I would fall prey to people pleasing because I don't have that strength around me. Who's saying stuff?
I will debate you all day long. Good. Well said, Nicole, and she does.
She is. Oh, look who's back, Allison. Well, yes.
Got to be conscientious of who you allow to speak into your life. Absolutely.
Well, it's good to see you again, Allison. You know, it's actually funny. This morning there was a few people who haven't been on the show in a little while, like tuning in, that I was actually saying kind of missed them. And Allison, you're one of them. So good to see you. But so remember, people pleasing is a curse. You are to avoid this at all costs. Ask yourself when you make a decision, am I doing this because I want to do it? Or am I doing this because of the fear of judgment from others? And that's why I don't. And that's a powerful word. Think about
judgment.
Judgment.
I know. That's what
Holy
that's
crap.
what you feel if you allow yourself to feel
Guys,
that.
we see this in all cases. Look, we belong to a great church. And the leaders of the church from their own congregation are sometimes at the mercy of judgment by the congregation based on some of their decisions.
Everyone has to fight against it.
Holy crap.
Everyone does.
That's why I'm saying this is such a huge thing. If you feel like in your life, God, I'm just a people pleaser and I don't know how to get out of it, and I don't know how to say no, you know what? Reach out to us.
Yeah, like admit it and get people around you who will encourage you and call you out when you're doing it.
And talk to us about it, because this is a battle that we've been in, and it's the most liberating thing once you get out of it, because you were created uniquely in God's image, and you are appreciated for and you should be appreciated for who you are and loved for who you are. So I also like this quote: stop listening to the collective wisdom of ignorant individual ignorance. It's amazing. Stop taking advice from people who haven't been to where you want to go.
I like that one. You should say that again.
Yes. Stop taking advice from people who haven't been to where you want to go. I was just on a call the other day with a leader from another real estate brokerage who was debating me with sheer ignorance.
It was one of those worthless debates.
and people could respect them. There's no problem saying, yeah, what you have is really good. No problem. But I believe in what I have. Don't sit and be ignorant. And so anyway, don't listen to people that will bring you down a path of misery. And misery loves company.
And the last one is short and sometimes can be the cause of all the others. And do not let
insecurity. Now she has her face.
Oh, there's your face. Oh, she went on Facebook. Cute. So don't let insecurity control you, because insecurity can give rise to a big open door where all of these other things have a greater chance of controlling you. You've got to know who you are. Well, who does God think you are, right? Which is made in his image, wonderfully made, fearfully and wonderfully made. And then you can combat some of these other things that are trying to control you when you lose that insecurity that actually might be the root of the other control issues.
Yes. You know what? We love you guys. We do these because we understand it's up here. And just, you know, I know most of you know this stuff. You just like to hear it. And we all like to say is, always want to remind you, we're all in this together. There's nobody that avoids any of the stuff we talk about. The battle is always in your mind. And you guys can reach out to us anytime. And if you're in real estate and you're not happy where you're at,
we're good partners.
We are great partners, and we have a lot of great partners, and we're blessed in our life, guys. Thank you for watching us, and hope you have a great rest of the week. God bless you guys.